after graduation, he, in 1974, formed a Speaker Research Associates. And it started, one of their first products was a book. And it was the Loudspeaker Design Cookbook. Again, it's one of those things that is on most of the shelves of people in this room. And we all kind of began by looking at it and say, well, I could design a loudspeaker. Of course I could design a loudspeaker, because dickason tells me how to do it, right? And,
yes.
and that went through 2 editions under the auspices of the SRA. And he also at the time, in 1978, showed a few of his loudspeaker products. I didn't know you actually had loudspeakers.
The Jockey Club.
Okay,
Yeah.
at the CES in 1978. In 1986, he joined forces with the Audio Amateur Incorporated and became editor of the Voice Coil. Now there it is. You know, how many people in this room do not get that in their mailboxes? It's just one of those icon publications of people in the speaker business. And it's now in the 25th year of publication, accomplishment in itself. He was the contributing editor to the Speaker Builder, now Audio Express, another one of those magazines that all of us kind of grew up with, people of my generation kind of grew up with, certainly knowing about at least. And the Loudspeaker Design Cookbook, meanwhile, goes through editions up to now the 7th. And I'm going to have to read these. It's published in English, French, German, Dutch, Italian, Chinese, Spanish, and Portuguese. Get your minds around that. That's not a shabby international distribution of your knowledge. It's terrific. And the second book he's published is the Computer-Aided Design System Tutorial called Loudspeaker Recipes. He didn't have enough to do, so he also wrote articles for various magazines, Audio, Sound, Video Contractor, EQ, Sound, Auto Sound and Security, and so on. He's been interviewed by the who's who of the publishing industry. He served as the Test and Measurement Chairman of the Audio Engineering Society at its conventions and conferences. It's been recognized by the industry, certainly by the AES, with the prestigious AES Citation Award. For that, congratulations, Vance. That was in 1995. That was for long-term contributions to the audio industry. He does lectures. I'm short. I couldn't give him time. He's done lectures. He's done presentations to ALMA, as we all know. And he goes around to the who's who of manufacturers and gives seminars on how to make measurements and how to use CAD systems. And for the past 16 years, he's been an active design consultant, again, for the who's who of the audio industry. I won't name names, but you probably know many of them. Probably many of them are in this room. But it is really a very fine list of companies that he's done good work for. So Vance, finally, it gives me great pleasure to give you this award. You've earned it, worked hard and well for our industry, and thank you.
Well, in the immortal words of Robert Hunter and the Grateful Dead, what a long, strange trip it's been. Floyd was right. I published the LDC in 1975, and I was here in '78 at Jockey Club, which was the esoteric exhibit, which is a euphemism for companies that don't have enough money to do anything but be in a small place. I've done this for a really long time, and I really feel honored that Floyd was kind enough to present this to me. Floyd, Sean, and all his group are my idols. The one thing I like to talk about is what I consider the greatest blessing of my life, which is to go around the world, basically, and have guys come up to me. Well, let me give you an example. I was at CDM, and I was at CES. Some kid came up to me, and big tall kid, he looked at me and said, wow, your name's Vance Dickason. I got your book. You changed my life. I'm going, I did? How did I do that? And he goes, well, I was a chemistry student, and I bought your book, and I fell in love with audio. And so I changed it over to become a double E, which I told him, wow, you made a mistake, man. You made things a lot better than engineering and loudspeakers, I'm telling you. But that's the blessing of my life, is the number of guys that have told me year in and year out. Just last month, when I was working with my friends from Samsung, I was in a room in Suwon and working with a really nice young man who got his start as a loudspeaker engineer with my book, and was gracious enough to thank me for that and say he wouldn't be at Samsung if it wasn't for me. So the blessing in my life is all the people that tell me that I help them get their start in what is, to me, one of the best professions in the world. Obviously, I'm choked up on this shit. But we all make the world sound better. And what we do is all about music. And that's why I'm in it. I'm a musician. And I love this so much. And to all of you in this organization that gave this to me, thank you so much. It's a real honor to be here and to have served you all. And I hope I've got some left, because lifetime sort of implies I need to quit. And I think I got a lot to go. So again, thank you so much.